a quiet room with open hearts. We gather round, we take our part. Every page we turn feels like a spark, lighting dreams within the dark. Voices rise and stories blend. Here's where strangers turn to friends. Every word lifts us higher, every thought sets a fire. We break our limits, we find our sound in this circle where hope is found. Welcome to the place where the mind grows free, where your voice is strong and your soul can breathe. Every chapter we read becomes a lesson within, and the creative book of your next chapter begins. Oh, here your next chapter begins.
Exactly what people are saying by Kanye.
Some days you whisper, some days you shine, but every piece of you is by.
You look beautiful, Jemima. Good afternoon. We are live.
Can you hear me?
Loud and
Yes,
clear.
you're very audible.
Oh, okay.
Thank
The
God.
mic is yours. I live.
Good evening. It's such a long time. I've not seen it. Everyone, forgive me.
Together we climb, together we ride. Every page holds a promise, every voice makes us honest.
Good evening, and we are live right now. Let's get right into it. You look so beautiful, both of you. Okay, so the mic is yours, Jemima. You do your thing.
Oh, good evening, everyone. Good evening. We are so glad. We are so excited. Today is we are celebrating our 1 year anniversary as a creative book club. And really, this is something to pop champagne. So wherever you are, just send your emojis. I want to see emojis flying everywhere. I want to see emojis flying everywhere. Let me know that you're with us, celebrate with us, right? It is not easy. 1 year. If I should tell you how we started, right? Hey. So I'm so excited. If you can hear me loud and clear, I'm so excited. I am Jemima Eric. I'm a member of the Creative Book Club, and I also have our coach here, Zainab. Please, can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Thank you so much for that beautiful intro. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Justice Collins, for being the first person on this event. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. Thank you for joining us. Romoke, my own sister, is here. Thank you, my sister, for the constant support. All right, I'm meant to introduce myself. All right, my name is Akorede Zainab, and I'm the convener of this Pitch Like a Pro. Before the Pitch Like a Pro, Creative Book Club came into being exactly 1 year ago. I am someone that is passionate about reading. Then life happened, marriage happened, motherhood happened, and I forgot how to read. You would agree with me that you are not a good leader or professional if you don't read. There's a limitation. In fact, there are plenty limitations. So I had like-minded people that had the same issues, and this is a gap that we needed to fill, and who better to fill it than the Creative Book Club? And that was how we bet this community. But personally, what do I do? I'm a coach. I teach people to be confident when they speak. I help introverted individuals to come out of their shell, to be able to express themselves without stuttering, without grabbing for words that are not there. I help people to eliminate the fillers in their speech. I also host events, whether virtual or physical. I'm your go-to person. Creative Book Club is a steady. You need to grow personal development wise, you need to go career wise, confidence wise, communication wise. You need to be here. Enough about me. The moment I think I've answered your question. That's me. All right.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Awesome. I love the intro. Awesome. So brilliant. Thank you so much, Coach Zainab. I'm super, super proud of you. I love your growth. I can remember how it started and the conversation we had. And it was like, and I remember telling you, no, coach, let's do something, right? And here we are. Even though we had issues like sometimes power failure and all of that, and some glitches like that, but then we kept pushing on and we are here, so it's something to be proud of. I am super excited myself. I am so excited to be here, right? So yeah, please, Roberto, can you please introduce yourself to us? I'm sorry if I cannot pronounce your name very well, forgive me, please. Let's get to meet you, let's get to know you. Hello. Can you hear me?
I think our network
Oh,
is frozen.
oh my goodness.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay, is there a way to see those that are on the other side? That's the Telegram group. So I
They can
can't
hear
hear.
us. They can hear
I
us,
can't
and
hear.
then can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yes, you can see them on the comment section. Can you see them? Can you see the
Comment
comments?
section.
Yes, can you see the comments?
Oh,
So we have Justice
awesome,
Collins.
awesome.
I'm going to bring them up. So that's Justice Collins is on the call. So I'm going to bring
Oh,
people up
great,
as we
great,
see
great,
them. Yeah.
great. Hello, Justin Collins. Welcome. We are so happy to have you join us. Thank you so much. Hi, Rumoke. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Rabatu. Thank you. I think Rabatu's network is has thrown her off. All right.
Yeah.
So while we are waiting for every other person, hi, David. We are so, so excited to have you join us. You're welcome to the Creative Book Club 1 year anniversary. So, I am Jemima Eric, your anchor for today. So, while we wait for Roberti to come online, we are going to talk about, I think I'm going to call on Omokulum. I'm very, very sorry. I have a problem with pronouncing names that are so long. So I think I'm gonna call on one of our members. Let me just put it that way. I'm gonna call on one of our members to, talk about the Creative Book Club for just 5 minutes. Tell us what she knows about the Creative Book Club. Is she online? Coach, your mic is muted.
All right. I'm trying to see if Rabiato, can you speak now? It seems she's
Okay.
back. Okay. So Rabiato can tell us how our experience on the book club and how it has helped her. Then we'll have Umokosom next. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible, please?
Hi.
Am I
The floor is
audible?
yours.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
We
please. I
can
can
hear
hear
you loud
you.
and clear. Please go ahead.
Oh,
Oh, I think she's having network.
okay.
Oh my god.
So, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. So, I've been a member of the Creative Book Club for about 5, session I have ever missed.
Rabiatu, if you can hear us, we can't hear you. Here's my advice: leave the call, then try and join again. Okay. So once you're able to do that, we would know where the issue is exactly. All right, please leave the call and join again. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's going to be better. All right. That's so I don't know. I'm supposed to call on Umu Kulsum to, talk to us about the Creative Book Club, but I don't know if she's here.
She's trying to join. She's having some network glitch, but she's going to join us shortly.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, let me just talk about the objectives of the Creative Book Club while we have her join us, okay? If that's all
All
right.
right. All right,
Okay,
that's
before I
fine.
do that, I'd like to implore people that are on the call right now to kindly send the link to these events live to the people in their network. Let people know that something is going on here. You don't want to hoard this information. You don't want to be the only one learning, right? So please send the. I'll drop the link on the chat box now. You can
Chat
just
box,
copy
yeah.
and send to people in your circle. Let them join the events. Okay. All right, I was going to talk about the Creative Book Club. I told you how it came into being and what are the objectives. As a communication person, I love to see people speak well. I love to see people express themselves the best way they can because I have been there. There was a time in my 9 to 5, I can't, for the life of me, get up stage to express myself. I'd rather tell somebody my idea and let the person take the shine. If
Mm,
if there is a word for like that. So I
yeah.
prefer not to come out and say what I think I know because I had phobia for speaking. And the funny thing is, many people that knows me would not believe that I had that phobia, but I know that I had the phobia. I can't just get up stage and speak. Now, if I'm put on the spot and I don't have a choice than to speak, what will happen is my ideas go straight out the window. Then I stutter. I use so much fillers. Then my voice will shake in such a way that my audience would know that I am really, really scared. So I was able to overcome all of this thanks to getting trained. Yes, I got trained. And at that point, I realized that many professionals had this exact issue that I had. And of course, not everyone has the capacity, the time to say they want to engage in a training. But a lot of people actually struggle with reading as well. So bringing all of this together, we came up with the objective that anybody that is joining this club in the next few months, they must be able to express themselves very well. They must have built their vocabulary bank in such a way that anytime they need to speak, they're not scrambling for words to use. And then, due to constant reviews of book, we don't do written reviews here. We do voice reviews. So by default, you're constantly practicing to speak and then you're getting feedbacks whenever you drop those reviews. We also engage in a lot of things. So basically, we help people to become better professionals. We help individuals, professionals, we help them to communicate better. Then we help you build your vocabulary. You agree with me that a good reader is a good speaker, is a good leader. So those are the major objectives of the Creative Book Club. And so far so good, we have been able to achieve these objectives. Our members have the results to show for it. Jemima Hoppe has a lot of testimonies to give. So Jemima, after Umukozum is done speaking, I'd like for you to also give your testimonies. I
Awesome.
think
Awesome.
I've shed
Thank
some
you.
light on that. All right.
Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. So, Kulsum, I'm so sorry if I'm having difficulties pronouncing your name. Forgive me if I do not get.
That's fine, Jemima. I get that a
Net-
lot. Okay.
can you
So
hear
the
me,
name
please?
is pronounced. Can you
My
hear me?
network is freezing.
Yes, I can hear you.
I actually hear her. Okay, maybe let's ask the audience. Can the audience hear us?
Please, if you can hear me, please, the floor is yours. Talk about.
All right, I can hear you, Jemima.
All right.
Thank you so much,
Beautiful. Thank
Jemima.
you so much. You're welcome.
All right, it's good to have each and every one of you here today joining us to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. My name is Kulsum Mahmood. It's pronounced Kulsum Mahmood. It's actually pronounced with a TH. The S is pronounced with a TH. So, Jemima, you can call me if it's easier for you. Thank you. All right, about a book club, the Creative Book Club, which was founded by our able co-chair Zainab Akorede. It was founded a year ago, around this time last year. And since joining the group, I must say that it has been one of the best decisions of. Okay, am I audible enough?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you
All
now.
right.
The network was freezing.
All right. So the Creative Book Club has been an amazing group where all the members gather and we read some books in order to improve our speeches, in order to become excellent public speakers. Because, in today's world, your words matter. Whatever comes out from your mouth, the way you present, the way you speak, it has to be excellent. So in our book club, what we actually do, we read books, not any kind of books, but we read intelligent books in order for us to get rid of our filler words, in order for us to become confident speakers. Like this, my presentation, if I was not in that group, it wouldn't have been excellent the way you are saying it like this. So we've been reading books, and thank God last year we were able to read about 7 books. Yes, I'm right, 7 books. We read books on habits. As some of the books we read are Move Your Cheese. Sorry, I can't remember exactly the name. Okay, let me say the ones I know. We read Atomic Habits, which has to do with improving our habits one step at a time. We read the book In Order to Live, which was an amazing autobiography of a particular lady who lived in North Korea. Aside
Beautiful.
that, yes. Then we read the book 10 Times by Grant Cardone, which was an amazing book. If you have read that book, it's excellent. If you have not, then I recommend you should go and read it, because it will make you, it's part of what made us all to put this effort to become confident speakers, because it will make you 10 times your efforts. Aside that, we read 21 Bad Visibilities by Omo Babirin. Then another amazing book that has to do with public speaking that we read is Talk Like TED. So if you really want to become a confident speaker, the first thing is to join the Creative Book Club, then go and read Talk Like TED. Okay, so that's that. So after reading the book, what we do, we share reviews online. We have a weekly activities of programs where we share our book reviews. We share the audio. So our coach reviews our audios and make corrections to us. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing 1-year journey. If you met my earlier version, I wouldn't have been able to come up this stage like this. I've been a very shy person. As a northerner, I grew up in the north. My whole early days were in the north, where you can't even make noise as a woman. If you try to talk, you are being corrected. Calm down. You are a lady. You're not supposed to, your voice is not supposed to be loud. Your voice is not supposed to be heard. Then moving down to Lagos, it was an entirely different experience. People in Lagos shout. People in Lagos are vocal. People in Lagos are very confident. So I thought initially, how can I cope in this kind of situation? I continued being my very shy person. Then I started my 9 to 5. And in my 9 to 5, I meet customers every day. And I have to be confident. I must face them. I must voice out my ideas, my thoughts. And aside that, I was growing. I was growing every day in my career. And I needed to face meetings. I needed to face boards, and I needed to be confident in speaking. But I was never intentional about it. In meetings, I would never raise up my hand. I would never ask questions. And that's how I grew up. People in my secondary school, they see me on LinkedIn, they're always like, oh, are you really the one? Because they cannot believe that I can even make posts. I never ask questions in class. I remember there was a time I was pursuing an MBA in Unilag. That was around 2013 or 2014. So we were having a presentation and I came up stage. It was my turn to present. I looked down. I couldn't look at the audience. I looked down. I was repeating the same line. I was not audible. I was just... So after my presentation, the lecturer asked me that, where are you from? I told her that I'm from Kano. And she said, but people in Kano, they can talk. Why are you like this? It was an embarrassing experience for me, honestly. But I never thought that I can learn. I thought public speakers are born like that. So I came across Zainab Akorede on LinkedIn, thank God, and she introduced her book club, and I'm one of the early members of that club. I would have lost my words in this speech that I'm making now. I would have been saying, But fortunately for me, I was intentional in the book club. And it has really helped me to be intentional. It has helped me to get rid of my filler words. It has boosted my confidence. It also helped me to be consistent, because you have to submit your task. You have to submit your task on a daily basis. So I've never read 2 books in a year in my life. But with the help of the Creative Book Club and the guidance from our coach, 2025, I can boldly say I read full 7 books. 7 books, yes. Yes, so, and we have amazing members. We have our bodies. Each member has a body in the book club. So the amazing members who have been very encouraging. They've been very encouraging. And okay, let me not bore you with my story, because I can go on and on and on as the confidence has been boosted now.
In fact, I wish you wouldn't stop. Like, I'm enjoying every piece. I'm enjoying every story. I'm just soaking it in. That's so beautiful, really. If I had flowers, I would just be spraying on you, close you. But yeah, that's so brilliant. I love the fact that you joined us and you took intentional steps towards your growth. It's very, very beautiful. And yes, I'm also one of the, should I say, founding members of the Creative Book Club. I also met Coach Zainab on LinkedIn.
Can you hear Jemima?
No,
Can
I
you hear
can't
me?
hear.
Okay. Jemima, are you back?
Can you
Yes,
hear me
we
now?
can hear- I hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay, I just pray this network allows me to speak. All right, so I am super excited once again. My name is Jemima Eric, and just to borrow from what my fellow Creative Book Club member Umu Kulsum has said, I really love the fact that she mentioned she was very intentional about her growth, and she's also one of the founding members of the Creative Book Club. I'll borrow the same thing she said. I met Coach Zainab on LinkedIn. As at that time, I got a job as the community manager. And I told myself, see, Jemima, you need to stay poor, because being a community manager is not just sitting at the backstage and just sending content. You're going to be anchoring sessions like this. You're going to be talking. And before I could say Jack, that was the next duty that was assigned to me. And thank God I had moved so fast. I saw Coach Zainab's post on LinkedIn, and I reached out to her. She wrote something. I can't really remember the exact thing she wrote, but I think she was writing about reading and all of that. So I reached out to her, and we started chatting. And she was so welcoming. She was so friendly. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting that, right? But then she encouraged me, and it was how she was able to. She allowed me to be vulnerable. I shared how I felt. I shared, the how I usually feel when speaking and all of that. I told her I needed to upgrade. She said, "Don't worry," and we got started. And we got reading books, like my fellow creative member said. Each week you deliver the chapter you've read, what it meant to you, and we kept on like that, and I kept improving. Before I could say Jack Robinson again, I was now hosting webinars. This is me that I will tell you. In fact, doing this thing now, talking to everyone, I don't know how many persons are watching me on YouTube. I would not do this. I'm telling you, I will not do this. But thank God for the intentionality, because I told myself, Jemima, you're not just going to remain at the backstage. You need to be up there for people to see you. And I was also intentional about every task that was given in the Creative Book Club. And thank God for Coach Zainab too. Each time I cannot meet up with the task, I will communicate to her my own challenge, and she would understand. So if you're looking for a creative book club to sharpen your mind, to help you to help you accelerate in your career, to help you, if you're that shy person or timid person, you think you cannot face the crowd, please come join us. We are going to hold your hands. We are going to encourage you. We are going to motivate you. We have the days we meet every Sunday evening by 4 p.m. We meet, we strategize, we structure ourselves, we do follow up. Like, we have a reading buddy, so someone that is going to help you and also hold you accountable. So I'll say that my journey in the book club has been an exciting one. It has been a growth journey for me, because of the intentionality that I applied to this. So without stretching, without boring anyone with further stories, so I'm going to give the chance to, I don't know if Aladdin is on this call, so Aladdin should also tell us her growth stage in our growth process, our story in the Creative Book Club. Please, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Jemima.
Yes, we can
awesome.
hear you.
Awesome. Please, I want to know if Aladdin is on the call, so she can also talk to us about her experience, her growth experience, and how it has been for her since she started joining us in the Creative Book Club. Is she there?
Well, I'm trying to reach out to her. Just give me a second. And then please, I need to acknowledge everyone on the comment section. Can you do that?
Yes, I'm going to do that. Hi, Esther. You're welcome once again. We are so excited to have you join us. This is the Creative Book Club, where growth and great things happen. This is that Creative Book Club that we are very intentional about our journey. We do not allow you to shy away. We hold your hands and we'll tell you, yes, come, you can do this. You can face the crowd. This is me that I would not even want to talk. I wouldn't even want to show my face at all. But this is me now showing my face. In fact, this afternoon, when I saw Coach sent a message and said, Jemima, you're going to anchor the the session. I was like, all right, that's fine, that's cool. And yeah, this is me. I am so excited. You don't know how excited I feel. So yes, if you're on this call with us, if you're watching us on YouTube, and then you're thinking, should I join? I want to sharpen my skills. I want to read. Like our creative member said, she said she now reads books without even using filler words. It's something you can do, right? So please join us. If you're here, you're so welcome. Basira, you're welcome to our meeting tonight. You're welcome to our 1 year anniversary. We're so excited to have you here. Esther, you're welcome. We are so excited to have you here with us. All right, while we're waiting for Aladdin to join us, Coach Zainab, is it okay to introduce the speaker now?
Okay, I think we should introduce all the members. Let's mention all the members of the club first. And then afterwards, our speaker is going to come up stage. All right.
Okay.
So I bet I'm doing that, right?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, for sticking with us. We have said a lot, but right now, I'd like to celebrate every member of the Creative Book Club that has been very, very intentional. Without them, there will be nothing called the Creative Book Club. So permit me to mention their names one after the other. And when you hear me mention their name, kindly celebrate them with me. Celebrate them with your emojis, please. Thank you so much. These are the people that they are the real MVPs of the Creative Book Club. I have Victoria Shegbeji. I have Jemima Eric. I have Romoke Olisa Adeyemi. I have Kauthar Olamide. I have Tosin Brown Yusuf. Martha Ijagbemi, Alasei Demoa Atedogu, Esther Chikudoze, I have Faith Nwaucheche, then Chizaram Nwadike, Emmanuel Adegbulu, and then Victoria Ogunlade, then Robiatu Muhammad. Then we have Kulsum Mahmoud, and then Abimbola Olani, and many other members. But these are the most active members so far, so good. So right now we're about 26 or thereabout. But as it is, the way it is with communities, you have passive members and active members. So we have Precious Boniface 671. Thank you so much for joining. She is streaming from Lagos. Okay, so these are the active members. Please celebrate them with me. Just drop something. If you're in the audience, emojis. The members with me. As Kulsum have said, Jemima has also said the same thing. I bet you these people did not prepare anything. They did not have anything written down to give this speech. It is impromptu. That is the power of growth. That is the power of learning the act of communication itself. All right. Having introduced the members, it is time that we bring on our very own speaker. She was here a little while ago. Let me quickly reach to her. I don't know why maybe it was network that threw her out. So we are going to be bringing our speaker up. Okay, Jemima, do you have a bio?
Just a minute, please.
Okay. So we are going to be bringing our speaker up. So as I was saying, if you bring any of these members up to come and say one thing or two about the Creative Book Club, I'm telling you, they will give you nothing but positive reviews. It's either they are growing career-wise and personal development-wise and communication-wise. It's either that or they are growing. There is no maybe I'm not growing. As long as you're intentional here, you will grow. That is it. Okay. Dr. Ish is here. Jemima, do the honors.
Okay, I don't have the profile of the.
Okay, let me go ahead then.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Ish. Before I introduce Dr. Ish, you need to celebrate our entrance into onto the stage. Yes, I need to see that you're excited to hear from her. See, she's a powerhouse. She has
Yeah.
how many doctorates now? How many masters? See, that doctor is not just there for decoration, though. It is real doctorates that she works for. So this woman, she's a powerhouse. Not only that, she's beautifully intelligent. Pardon my adjective. I love to use them like that. She is loaded, and she's going to be bringing fire. Fire. Somebody type fire in the comment section. If I don't see plenty fire, we are not going on. If I don't see fire in that comment section, we are not going on. Please let the roof get on fire. Put fire in the comment section. All right. I'm going to say one or two things about Dr. Ish. Personally, I met Dr. Ish on LinkedIn as a communication strategist. I know that she helps executives, founders, high growing teams communicate with clarity. She's also the queen of storytelling. When I said she's loaded, she's someone that is multi-talented, and she brings everything to table appropriately. Like, never half with her. You're getting the full deal. Yes, you're getting the full deal when it comes to Dr. Ish. So I met her on LinkedIn, and I was fascinated by everything she does. And, I just had to be in her circle and learn one or two from her. So I permit me to say Dr. Ish taught me storytelling. Before Dr. Ish, I am scared to share my story, because I'll feel like, oh, maybe I'm sharing enough. Maybe I'm not sharing enough. But with Dr. Ish, I learned how to streamline my stories in such a way that it's going to relate to what I want you to hear without sharing so much. So Dr. Ish is that. Aside that, she likes to see people grow. She supports, like, she's a big creator on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn and you don't know Dr. Ish, then you are playing with sand. She's a big deal. Yet she supports the upcoming creators. She'll support you as long as your head is down, your head is not high, your shoulder pad is not excessively high. Dr. Ish is your person. All right. I think I've said so much. And today, Dr. Ish is going to be doing justice to the topic. Pitch like a pro. I forgot to mention she's the queen of pitching as well. I'm saying so. Let me not oversay. Just hear from her by herself. In my language, we say "ẹnu onípọ̀n la ti ń gbọ́pọ̀n," meaning that it is sweet in the owner's mouth. So permit me to introduce to you my very own beautiful, ever ready mama. She's my mama. Don't claim her. She's my own mama. Dr. Ish, thank you so much for joining us this evening, for doing us the honor of being here. I sincerely appreciate. In fact, I don't know how else to appreciate. Only for me to tell God to bless you for me. The mic is yours, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I can see the fire coming up. Dr. Ishi's network is kind of misbehaving. Rabia, don't let us fight. She's my own mama. She's not your mama. Go and get your mama elsewhere. She's back. The mic is yours, man.
Good evening, everyone. It is an immense pleasure and honor to be here. Zainab, you know I love you from the bottom of my pot. I cannot even use heart to describe our relationship now. Thank you so much for this honor. It's exciting to always have an opportunity to share with people and help people grow. When she was introducing me, my head was swelling, but thank God there was enough time for me to, press my head back into the proper shape. So I'm really excited to be here. And Jemima, I see you. Mahmoud, I sincerely apologize. I can't pronounce your first name, so I will not make an effort so I don't spoil it. I see you. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And true to form, just as she introduced earlier, apart from being a storyteller, I would say my shoulder pad permits me is very high when it comes to selling, when it comes to pitching, because under my belt, I've been able to close deals worth currently over 10 billion naira within the space of 2 years. And trust me, selling is not easy, as I'm sure any of you would know, because it's one thing to be able to sell a product you have never used, probably cannot even afford to buy, to people that I mean, it's really difficult to sell. Let's not even kid about it. But there's something I always tell people, that having a skill is not enough. You have to be able to know how to sell that skill. I'm sure that you will understand with me that, for instance, let's use lecturers as an example. I came out of a family of teachers. My mother was a headmistress. My mother's side, there are about 4 or 5 teachers. My father's side, about 3 or 4 teachers. So I would say that I've been blessed to come out of an intellectual family. However, one of the things that stuck out for me was that they were practically always broke to an extent. And I thought to myself, I said, over my dead body, me, I don't want to be poor. Oh. You know how we do it now? We reject the spirit of poverty. But you know, even the Bible says prayer without work. You can't be rejecting. Your rejecting is not enough. You must walk the walk so that the rejection can walk. You understand? It's not enough to sit in one corner and be rejecting. You know, but I realized that I had a passion to teach. I had a passion to, to help people grow, to develop. But I asked myself, how can I teach and still make money? Because the average person is afraid of going into sales. I remember my years in banking. If you tell anyone that you're transferring them to sales, they are ready to resign almost immediately. I'm sure a good majority of you, if you see job offers, and out of 5 job offers, 3 or 4 are sales. Let's be honest, anyone can respond. Will you accept the job?
No.
Many people will not take sales unless maybe the condition done bad. Well, permit me to use pidgin. So I now realized, especially on LinkedIn, I came across fantastic virtual assistants, fantastic executive assistants, fantastic graphic designers, even content creators. But how come some were doing better than the other? How come that, I mean, it's not only by being fine or having steals, because even no matter how fine or handsome you are, your steals can only take you so far. But how come some were doing better? I started studying their content, and I also started studying the process and procedures great salespeople showed or showcased signs that they were really good in sales. They all developed the arts of being able to pitch and sell themselves with confidence. If you remember in those days, I don't know if you know that word they call gbogbo nishe. There are drugs that they call gbogbo nishe drugs. In English, it means it can do all things. When I was young, when you enter inside Molue, which is now, of course, BRT, you would see traders jump into the Molue. The trader is looking very hungry, dirty, and tired and frustrated, though. They'll bring out one funny looking thing like that from their scruffy bags and bring it out and be telling you, you see this thing? It can solve typhoid. It can solve diabetes. It can solve malaria. It can. They will list like 5 or 6 different things. It can only one drug can solve it all. So I used to think to myself, what kind of wonder drug is this that can solve so many things, yet this person is poor? So I realized that in sales, part of the problems people had was either they didn't know how to sell, yet they had fantastic products, or they had poor products but knew how to present those products. So I discovered that presentation is also a problem many people have. But I put out a little thing that I said I was going to share with you all. And of course, we're also going to have if my lady will permit a bit of question and answer. But I'm going to try as much as possible to make sure that at the end of this session, you will gain practical insights into pitching, selling, and how you can apply it to your business. Now, people don't get rewarded for what they know, they get rewarded for how they articulate what they know. And this is the reason why you will still see people that are first class students, first class 2-1, still searching for jobs. Not everything in life is bad luck. I need to understand. Not everything in life is bad luck. Sometimes it's about, these opportunities that we get, they don't announce themselves when they're coming to you. So most people lose these opportunities not because they are not good, they lose them because they can't communicate their value. Communication is the key to be able to sell what you want to sell, be it a product, be it a service. And you must do the work to be able to communicate this thing. Now, why do most people fail at pitching? Number one, over shalaye. They like to shalaye too much. They like to over explain. And you see, the problem with that over explanation is that if you're not careful, if all you do is to sell only the features and not the solutions, let me make it clear. Anything you are selling your book, you are selling your fashion line, you're selling your skincare, you're selling your products, you're selling your course. You must sell the solution, not the features. If you are selling me a book and telling me the book is beautiful, my eyes are not paining me. I can see the book is nice. If you're selling and you're telling me the book is extensive and can explain in detail, how does this solve my problem? Anybody you're selling to, the first thought that comes to them when you are selling is, what is in it for me? And that is what you should focus on first. Of course, before you get there, the key is even understanding who your target audience are. I will explain. Do you sell a pair of shoes to someone who has no leg? Do you sell a pair of shoes? Someone that doesn't have leg at all, they've amputated the legs. Would it be wise for you to sell the shoes to that person? No. You may say that if I sell these shoes to this person that does not have legs, he probably will not buy, but he can refer me to people that will need my shoes, right? Wrong. Because people buy for emotional reasons. There are people that will buy a product or a service because they just like the way your face is or the way you present yourself. There are some people that will not buy because you remind them of their ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend. Knowing fully well that that product will save their life, some people will choose not to buy. Human beings, you can Google it, buy for emotional reasons. Now, one of the things that turns people off when you are pitching is over-explaining. Some people have short attention span, they have lack of patience. When you're approaching them or you're sending them a DM, first of all, you must look at how you can build a relationship with such a person. And when you're building a relationship with such a person, is to bear in mind that you are certain this person is your target audience. You are certain that this person needs your product. And when you are selling it, you are starting the conversation with a solution. It's just like telling somebody that okay, say for instance, you want to sell a fertility drug to someone who has not been able to have children. A wrong approach would be to say, madam, you know that your time is running out, and as the way I'm even seeing you, you may not even have up to 2 years of fertility to be able to have more children. So I suggest that you buy this medicine now so you can start have children, or else we don't know what will happen by this time next year. I've had an insurance person tell me that you can die anytime, so it's very good for you to buy this life insurance product so that in case you die, your children will have something to collect. And I was like, Ogbeni, how can you be telling me that I'm going to die anytime? See, it's obvious we are all going to die one day. Nobody wants to die. We all want to go to heaven or wherever. But when you are selling, you also have to apply a high level of emotional intelligence. Understand the psychology of the people you are selling to. Let me tell you, when you are selling to a poor man and to a rich man, it's two different tactics you're going to use. But I'm not even going to go into that now. But the point I'm trying to make is that when you are explaining your product, in a bid to try to convince them, don't overpromise what the product can do. Don't be like those gbogbo niche traders that say
Hello, can anyone hear me? Coach Zainab, you're muted.
So sorry. I think Dr. Ishi's network just froze up.
Oh, okay.
She was saying that
Oh,
we should not be like those universal drug sellers that would
mm-hmm.
say, okay, I can cure typhoid, I can cure poverty, yet they themselves, they can't cure these things, all right? Start the conversation with a solution. Talk to their emotional self. When you're selling, you have to apply a high level of intelligence. When you're explaining your products,
Intelligent.
don't overdo or give
Mm.
or overpromise. Thank you
Over
so much,
promise.
Nabivic.
Yeah.
Nabivic Z50 said that. Rabiatu said, start the conversation with a solution. Thank you. Kulsum is reminding us to have our pen and paper because we can't afford to miss all of these beautiful snipers that has been shared. Okay,
Yeah.
let's more comments coming in. And while we wait for Dr. Ish, I'd like to say, okay, she's back on stage. She's back here. She will continue where she left off. All right, welcome back, Mama.
okay, I'm so sorry. This network has been I'm fluctuating between Airtel and MTN. I don't even know which is worse. So let me just keep moving on. So applying absolutely high level of emotional intelligence. Don't overpromise, don't oversay what your product can do. Don't over explain, right? Stick to the solutions, not the features. There's a difference between the two. The features are most times always obvious to your clients. It is the solutions that they may not be aware of. Present that first, right? Don't undersell. But I won't want to talk too much about underselling because it may backfire in the sense that you may not really know. It takes time. The more you do it, the better you become. But what I always say is don't over explain. Speak with information, not conviction. Information. Don't say many people like it. And I think it is something that will help you. When you say things like that, it makes the client feel, or whoever it is you're selling to, feel like you are not sure on the strength or the power of that product or service. You must pitch the outcomes. If I buy this thing from you, what will be the outcome? State the outcomes. Outcome one, if you buy this book, I can guarantee you that you are going to get so and so level of returns on investment in the areas of your learning, in the areas, you do your own research, list them out, and tell them that this is what they are going to gain from buying this particular stuff from you. Now, I want to give you something I usually call a pro pitch framework, and it usually comes in 4 simple steps. Now, who are you and what space do you own? If you are pitching yourself, let's say you are asked to come and do a presentation somewhere, and you are supposed to introduce yourself. Maybe you say, for instance, like the kind of sales I was doing a few years back, though I'll say I've evolved from that. My organization then will send us inside marketing cars. We'll just go on the road, Mr. Biggs, anywhere. We'll just go and be arresting the clients on the road up and down and all that. And I saw that a lot of my colleagues had a problem introducing themselves. Now, there are cases where you are going to meet clients who their eyes, as if fire is coming out of their eyes. You may see them and you may be unable to look them in the face. Please, if you want to be able to pitch, you have to gain the skill of being able to look people in the face. Some people in psychology, there's a school of thought that says that people that cannot look somebody in the eyes are usually deceitful, distrustful. They want to tell you lies. I will not tell you that that is 100% right, but I will tell you that as a salesperson, as someone who wants to pitch something to people, you must gain confidence. One of the easy ways to gain this confidence is by standing in front of a mirror and pitching to your mirror. I know that some people may think, the doctor is trying to dabaro our brain. Is that not how madness used to start? How will I stand in front of a picture and I'm selling to mirror? Like, of all things, they will not be calling me witch. I will be telling people that I'm practicing how to pitch in front of mirror. You understand? It's just like when people see you sleeping and your leg is on the wall, they will not start pouring holy water on you that this one I started going for meeting, But one of the easiest ways is to stand in front of a mirror and practice your pitch. Now, if you feel that one is too diabolical for you, you can do a video recording of yourself. If you have a product now or a service, I want you to go and write the solutions of that product and service. Introduce yourself. My name is, and this is what I do. For instance, when I'm introducing myself to people, I tell them, I'm a learning and development strategist. Of course, I'm so many things. So I am deliberate in selecting what I am to present to them. For instance, now, if I'm pitching myself maybe to a school, like I want to lecture, I will tell them, I am an educationist. I have a PhD in this. You have to pitch to them those things that shows you as an authority in that field. But these days, I usually pitch myself as a consultant. Once I say I'm a consultant, it pricks people's ears. They're anxious to hear what I have to say. So when I am pitching myself, I say, I'm a consultant. I help high growth teams to communicate with clarity and authority. I'm also a brand strategist and sales expert. I have different lines I use in pitching myself. The reason being that if you are too generic in your pitching, you will not stand out. You have to pitch your unique selling points. And why I keep shouting unique selling points is because the question anybody who is going to buy anything is going to ask you is, they may not ask you audibly, but what they're thinking in their mind is, why should I buy from you? Remember, you are not the only one selling that particular thing you want to sell. So definitely you are not the only one pitching that particular thing you are going to pitch. So therefore, you are going to go back into your inner chamber and write those things about you that makes you different from other people doing exactly the same thing you are doing. Yes, thank you, Rabiatu. Don't be generic in your pitch. Your pitch must be specific to you. Like me, if I want to wow people, I tell people, it depending on who I'm going to meet. There's some I'll meet them, I'll say, good afternoon, sir, how are you doing? Then along the line, I'll just say, I'm a triple doctor. So immediately they'll be like, what? Triple doctor? Wow. Then at times it deviates them from what I want to sell. But you know what? Any product or service you want to sell yourself first. Sell yourself. When you sell yourself, it gives them interest to want to understand what it is you are presenting. Don't worry, it will come to you in time. Now, I'm not saying you should go and gather plenty masters like me or plenty doctorates or certificate upon certificate. No. It is how you present yourself. I have many lecturer friends who also have doctorate degrees who cannot even speak or present like this. In fact, I'm sure you've had lecturers that when you enter their lecture room, the minute they start talking, you're already sleeping because you are bored out of your mind. Sometimes you're even wondering, how did this lecturer even graduate from school? Who even made this kind of person a lecturer? They are already selling themselves to you. And the feedback of that selling is that you will never buy their products, if not that condition has forced you to sit in their class. Do you get what I mean? Now, another thing is, the first thing I said is sell your position. The second thing is sell the problem. What pain do you solve? This 4-step framework I'm telling you is what you're going to use to prepare your pitch. So that means any pitch you are writing must first of all start with your position, introducing your position in relation to that thing you want to sell. Some people, when I'm pitching myself, I don't pitch I'm a learning development consultant. I pitch to them that I am a business strategist, which I am. because there may be no need for them to know I'm a learning and development consultant, because that is not the product I'm selling to them. So when I go to organizations and I tell them, okay, I want to train your staff, I want to train your team, that is when I can. So I bring out, is like having different caps. So let's imagine I'm a pastor. Okay, I'm not a pastor, just an example. Let's imagine I'm a pastor and I want to go to pitch something somewhere, and I see that they're very religious people. Then I would ideally also let them know, while introducing myself, that I am also a woman of faith, right? So, but some people, if you tell them you're a woman of faith, automatically they think that you're a 419. You know how it is. Sometimes they say, oh, those people that are so religious, they are even the thieves, right? So you are pitching your position, that is who you are, something specific that is your unique selling point. Then you are also pitching the problem, which is the pain that you can solve. I pitch, when I'm pitching to people about training, I tell them that I'm not just an ordinary facilitator. I am a life-changing trainer. That when I am done training you, you must at least learn something that will transform your life. Right? So people buy solutions, not resume. So that why I'm telling you this is because it is not in all cases I have to throw out all my qualifications. But sometimes they don't even need to know that. Right? So instead of I offer training, as somebody in my own position would say, it is better to say I help organizations reduce communication that costs them productivity. Now, if you listen to what I'm saying clearly, you will see that it is something similar to what LinkedIn headlines look like. If you analyze LinkedIn, if you go to LinkedIn and check headlines, that is the people that really know what they are doing. A good majority, you will see something like I help, because you also need to understand that you are supposed to be a solution provider. Anybody who wants to pitch or sell anything must see themselves as a solution. You must see your product as a solution. You must see your service as a solution. Now, the third step to the framework is proof. Why should they believe in you? I started the position and I started with problem, that statement of problem. The third is the proof. Why should they believe in you? What you are going to add to your pitch now is the results, the numbers, the experience, and the authority. Me, if I'm pitching to anybody, I come out and tell you, I have trained over 40,000 people. I have trained over 40,000 professionals across Nigeria. Or sometimes I say, I have trained over 45,000 globally. Short, sharp, and memorable. If I come to you and tell you I am a learning and development consultant, or I'm a business strategist who has trained over 40,000 people, there is no way if I tell you over 40,000 people that you will not start calculating in your brain. I am not saying that if you don't have 40,000 you've trained, you will not sell market though. That's not what I'm saying. I am telling you that these are my own unique selling points for my own industry, for my own space. Now, the fourth thing you're going to be selling is promise. Remember what I just talked about is you are going to add to your pitch, your results. This product has helped 10,000 people. This product has helped 200 people change their lives in so and so. This book has transformed the life. This book has made people make 1 million naira within 30 days. You have to add timelines as well. Right? So, promise. What outcome can they expect? People want transformation. People want change. People want value. They want to know that after buying these things from you, that they are going to get results. If you need to add names of people you've worked with in the past, I tell some of my students, maybe either they've worked for me as virtual assistants or executive assistants, I tell them, name drop names. I've been an executive assistant or virtual assistant to a top LinkedIn profiler, Dr. Ishoma Ona. You can check her profile. She has over 30-something thousand followers. I've been a ghostwriter for Tony Lumelu, who is currently the chairman of UBA. I've been a ghostwriter to 5 top CEOs on LinkedIn. You know, things like that. Those are the things you need to name drop. That is like your CV. That is to show that they can verify. They can verify your credibility, your integrity, and the fact that you can give results. Okay? So people want outcome, they want transformation. And another thing you can add is, after working with me, your team will communicate with executive clarity and influence. There must be a promise. There must be a promise that you're going to give them. Remember, I said when you are pitching your position, you are pitching the problem, you are pitching proof, and then you are pitching promise. Any pitch you have must end with a promise. What are you promising them? I'm promising you that when you are done with this service, you will gain a minimum of 2 new clients, 2 new leads every 30 days minimum. I'm promising you that by the time you read this book, your clarity level will be so high that you'll be working at a very high level of self-awareness. I mean, it just depends on what their problem is. Let that promise you're going to give them be tied to the problem. Remember, we spoke about problem, right? Let that promise be something that can solve the problem they have, which means before you pitch to anybody, go and do your research, go and know what their problem is. Because your pitch may be fantastic, but you are not the solution to their problem. Your pitch may be good, but they have no need of your service. So this is the reason why before you go about pitching to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, you must understand who your target audience are. You must understand the pain points you can solve. You must understand, where am I going to find the people that have the problem that I'm looking for? Not everybody is meant to be on LinkedIn. Not everybody is meant to be on Instagram. Not everybody is meant to be on Facebook. Now, you can be on all those platforms for visibility, for brand positioning. However, you need to discover the first and second places where you'll find your highest amount of clients. I give you an example. My target audience are plenty on LinkedIn. Few days ago, one lady chatted me that they want to hire a faculty head for a woman business school. I was like, share this one is not 419, because you know this LinkedIn these days, all manner of people are coming with all manner of offers. I've received so many offers on LinkedIn. And I was like, okay, that's fine. She said, she was so anxious, can we have a Google meeting? Can we have a Google meeting? I said, hey, God. Anyway, they can't do me juju through Google meeting now, so no problem. I shall told a friend of mine, make sure you are close by, so in case I start misbehaving, you just quickly put off the screen before I start somersaulting and doing transfer on my phone. Maybe transfer all the money I have to them. You know, so we eventually had the meeting, and it was legit. It was legit. They want me to be a faculty head for leadership and communication for their business school. They call it Women in Business Legacy something business school. They're just coming up, and they offered me a lot. I'll still talk about it on LinkedIn once I've signed the contract. Now, why am I saying this? Because my profile, and this is something you also need to note, if your profile on your social media handles are not pitching for you, then you are wrong. Your profile must speak to exactly the problem you can solve and your level of expertise. If you're a lecturer, if you're a VA, if you're an EA, whatever it is, your profile has to show people clearly the problem you can solve. If you check my LinkedIn profile, you will see there business storyteller, personal brand strategy. Anybody seeing it already automatically knows my field. Like I said, thank you, darling. So like I said, your position, your problem, your proof, and your promise must be in your pitch. I would also tell you that I can easily, I will send my darling Zainab maybe pitch sample pitches that you can all study, sample generic pitches that you can study and reformat, and she will share amongst you. Because the truth is that there is no hard and fast rule to pitching. Pitching gets better the more you use it. It's just like when you want to learn how to use skipping rope or learn how to run. The first day will be so difficult, maybe even the first week. But the more you do it, the better you become. But let's move on. Now, I want to talk about speaking with presence, right? So when you're speaking with presence, you have to learn how to slow down when you are pitching. Your pitch may be fantastic, but man, you talk 5,000 kilometers per second. Nobody can understand what you are saying. I have a friend, when she's talking to you, she's going so fast, and have the tone of her voice is so loud. So sometimes it's so offensive to the ears, which is why I say one of the things you can do to help yourself is to video record your pitch. Maybe send to 2 or 3 trusted, not the ones that have bad belly for you. They will never give you good feedback. And I'm not saying that good feedback means you are fantastic, because we all grow every day. Even me, I'm still learning. I'm saying give to people you know that will give you constructive criticism, not bad criticism because they dislike they are beefing you or for some reason. So you just be careful who you are sending the videos to. Let them rank your pitch. Now, slow down. These are just things you can practicalize. Lower your tone slightly. And I didn't say use bedroom voice when you are pitching. Your voice should be audible and should have a good level of control. Pause after making statements. When you are talking about your position, you pause. When you're talking about, so maybe what we'll also do, I'm still thinking about it. Maybe after I send the sample pitches, the generic pitches, and you people create the pitch, my darling can send me the videos, and I can grade your pitch, your video pitch, and tell you where to correct, if that will not be too much stress for the team. You understand? Because I won't want you to start doing the pitch now. I would think I would prefer you having what do I call it? Having the sample pitch, the generic pitch. So you now craft it according to your own niche. Then we can do maybe a 1 minute recording of your pitch. I can grade and tell you the areas you need to correct. All right. Like I said, slow down, lower your tone, pause after key statements, and not pause and drag where the person is telling you, okay, what next? Maintain eye contact. So if you're pitching to a camera, I'm expecting to see your eyes like this, not like this and not like this. Of course, my Zainab will understand that's part of public speaking. When you are speaking in public, you have to know how to use your hands when you are talking, when you are explaining, when you are making a point, when you are saying point number 1, point number 2, point number, you can either do like this or do like that. Different ways to express yourself. And of course, when you are using your hands during your pitching, when you are trying to explain a point, your face should not be blank like a ice face. You should have a face that has an expression. When you're speaking, you're smiling, you're turning your head, you're putting your hands like this, you're using a good tone of voice, and your body language will also be speaking along with what you are saying. This is what makes pitches very convincing. But if you are pitching like this, as if you are mourning, maybe somebody died in somewhere on the street, and you are pitching as if you are mourning, they're not going to take you serious. They're going to be bored, right? So when you are pitching, you are going to be speaking straight to what exactly it is you are saying. You can see the way I'm speaking into the camera. It's looking like as if I'm judging somebody's case, but it's showing you the level of passion I'm using to speak. So if I'm going, and this is the same tactic when people are going in for job interviews. Job interviews is also an opportunity to pitch your solution, right? Any opportunity you have to speak anywhere, you are pitching yourself. Always make sure you also do your research of your crowd before you speak, or research of your crowd. My apologies. My son has just been laughing in the background. So make sure when you are speaking that you are speaking to the try your best not to go off point. All right? Chola Ade, please, I am in a meeting. Can you stop giggling? So eliminate filler words. I remember Zainab and I had a conversation about that one time. I don't know which program she and I went for, and all we were hearing was M, and I was like, what is going on? It just shows that you're not sure of what you are saying. It shows you are not prepared. When you are pitching, whatever it is you're selling, you need to read and memorize. I did not say cram, I said memorize. Cramming is different from memorizing. Cramming is you fix it in, once you say it, it will just jump out of your brain. Memorizing is putting it to heart. It should be a part of you. You should be able to say it without anybody looking at you like, oh, what's this one saying? It's like this one is reading from a script. You need to keep practicing and rehearsing. So I think I have two more parts. Yes. So authority is not volume. It's not about how loud you shout when you are pitching. All right. So selling is equals to serving with clarity. If you're not clear as to the solutions of whatever you are selling, then it's a serious problem, because your solution, like I said before, must solve a problem. So I'm trying to look at another angle to approach it, because the thing is, I know that all of you are probably not in the same industry. But you can speak them. I think what I will just do, let me just pause it here, so in case there are any other questions. But the assignment I'm going to give is to write a 60-second pitch using the 4P frameworks, and you have the video. You do a video on it, and then I can grade if that's okay with Z. But pending that, I will also work on the scripting, the pitch script, like an introduction, something you can just use as a format. And maybe between now and latest Monday, I'll get it ready and send to her to share with you. Then you do your pitching, because the truth is, no matter how much I try to theorize everything, it's actually the practical that will let you know exactly what you're doing and if you're getting it right. Right. So to close, opportunities don't go to the most talented person. They go to who can communicate themselves the clearest, who has the clearest means of communication. So if your voice cannot carry your value, not volume, it's not by how loud you speak. If your voice cannot carry your value, you will remain invisible. So you need to pause. You need to know how to smile. You need to know how to always make sure that it is the solution. If you don't even remember anything else, it is the solution, right? Now, there's another one that I really want. I will just speak on for a few minutes. And I usually call it the DM strategy. Now, this DM strategy basically is going into people's inbox, or what do they call it now? Private chats, to sell your items. And I'm sure one or two of you may have tried it in the past. And it can be a pretty discouraging exercise, because sometimes, you will pitch some people with their private box, and your message will either go unread or for weeks, or sometimes they will even read and they will not respond. So there are different levels of DM strategies selling the DM, because pitching basically is you having an opportunity to present yourself, speaking, selling, using confidence, selling the solutions, just like I said, to the problems. And I also said, the basic is understanding the nature of the target audience, the demographics. Are you selling to men? Is your product for only men? Is your product for only women? Is it for men and women? Is it for professionals? Is it for sales people? Is it for market women? Is it for literates, illiterates? You must be able to classify your products and services and understand the demographics of the people you are selling to. If you don't understand this, pitching will be challenging, because in the first place, you will not even understand how you are why you need to pitch, what areas you need to focus on when pitching, right? And this is the reason why I always say, when it comes to DM strategy, which is pitching in people's writing now, there are different kinds of pitching. There's the oratory pitching and there's the writing pitching, where you are texting or chatting people. Now, most times when it comes to texting and chatting, you see cases where, like I said, you will not receive any response or any feedback. I always advise, there are two opportunities. An opportunity where you can have a relationship with your client or lead or whatever you want to call it before you even pitch. And there's another situation where you are doing what they call cold calling. Cold calling is when, maybe for instance, I just say, Zainab, there's somebody that likes that your book. Oh, I think I know someone who will like your book. However, let me just give you this person's number. Sell yourself to the person. You know, that's another form of pitching, where you are selling to someone who does not know you, who has never seen you, and they're not seeing your face. Maybe the worst case scenario, what they're seeing is your DP, where your face is, right? In that particular situation, there are also certain strategies you can use there. Part of the strategy is that, first of all, you have to be able to also introduce yourself. You will use the 4 P's as well. Your position, who you are, right? Your unique selling point of your own person, right? You're selling yourself. Then, of course, the problem that you have identified that they may likely have, the problem that you know you can solve. And of course, we move on there to the other parts and the proof, the people you've helped, and then the results you've been able to get with that particular product or service, and ending it up with a promise. Now, promise is not, I promise you that your life will change. Don't promise what you cannot deliver, right? So let me just end it there briefly, just in case there are any questions, challenges, maybe challenges you faced while pitching, or any area you want me to maybe clarify on. Thank you.
Wow, this is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Dr. Aish. I've learned so much in just a space of just how many minutes I've gathered. I was writing everything you said, and really, this is like a webinar on its own. Please, can anyone hear me? So I know I'm not just talking to myself. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. This should be a webinar on its own. Probably we are going to talk to Coach Zainab. Maybe we are going to have a webinar where we can invite you to talk to us on a broader scale. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. H. So team, let me know if anyone has any question. If you have any question to ask, please feel free to drop it in the comments box. Then we are going to take up your question from there. But Doctor, I personally have a question to ask you. So we always talk about understanding your target audience. And my question will go like this. For someone like me, I am a community manager, and I look forward to managing communities for other brands. So I want to know, where do I really find how do I find my target audience? Let me put it that way. How do I know my target audience that could be found on LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook? How do I even know that for start?
So the goal, I just want to be sure I got the question right. The goal is you want to become a community manager, right?
No, I am already, but I'm looking at getting other brands to manage their community. So how
Okay.
do I know where to find them?
So the first question will be that there are people looking for, the first answer, let me use that, is there are people looking for community managers. The question is, are you findable? Sometimes searching for the people may be difficult. Okay, so let me use an example. There are different categories of clients that need community managers. There are high profile clients who have their own groups that they are managing, but it's too much for them. Now, your profile, I'll still go back to profile first, must be able to pitch for you. If your profile is not saying anything about you being somebody that manages communities, then that is a problem. That is one. Two, your target audience. There are different kind of communities. Is it hospitality community you want to be managing? Is it the fintech, the financial community you want to be managing? Is it the what other space is there now? Entertainment community you managing? Different communities, if you get what I mean. There are different industries. To manage your community means that You have a certain level of experience. You expects you to have knowledge about the healthcare industry. Business. People to be their community manager. It also means you're going to set targets of how many DMs you want to be sending in a day about managing communities. It also means experiences. It means also build a ready to send or a ready to share portfolio on managing communities. It means that you're also going to have people giving you recommendations on LinkedIn about communities that you have managed for them successfully. Why this? When you start pitching into people's DMs, when you start I want to be a community manager for CEOs, female CEOs, or male. Do I want to be a community manager in the healthcare industry or female? You need to you need to decide which industries and which kind you want to manage the community. To have worst case scenario, 2 or 3 kind of niche or industry or area that you want to be a community manager. Once you do that, the next step is to do your research. Who are the leaders of industry? ChatGPT can help you with that. You can say 50 leaders of industries in Nigeria to start with. You know, they say charity begins from home. Then when it gives you the names, you now start sending them messages. You now start communicating with people on WhatsApp and other places saying, I manage. You have to start advertising it. You have to start having talk shows about it. You have to start inviting people, just simply what you are doing. So to find them is not so much of a problem. Although people say you have to use LinkedIn Premium, but I don't totally agree with that. I believe that your content should actually speak to what you can do. Find out those where you want to be a thank you so much. You have to ask yourself, who are the people you want to manage their communities? For instance, if I want to be a community manager, I'll look to myself. The only areas I can really thrive knowledgeably will be in finance and will be in education, maybe sales as well. So I would go and look for a Fela Durotoye. I would go and look for a Tony Elumelu. I would go and look for not necessarily them, people that are in that space, and then introduce myself, pitch. I can help you manage your community. And apart from being what are the job functions of a community?
So, hello everyone. We're having serious network glitches. Can you hear me, Ma?
Yes, I think our network is frozen.
Uh,
Can it,
I
can
lost
anybody
so
log
many
again?
points that
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
lost so
Sorry, I'm
many
so sorry.
points. Oh,
Okay, the
okay.
network. I think it was the network.
Yes,
I
network
I
is so
was
bad. I
it's
lost
so
out so
bad.
many points that you were giving.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me still recap. I was saying, one, your profile
Hello?
has to speak. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Our network has gone off again.
Oh God.
Yay.
Network is not
Can you hear
helping
me?
me.
Yes, I
Yes,
can
I
hear
can
you.
No,
I
she
can
would
hear you
probably
now.
have a watch. She can watch again on the channel. The video will be on the channel. She can watch again.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So it's like Dr. Ishi is frozen right now. We have a question that how long can one use the word I while pitching? So maybe she's able to, if she's able to come back up, she will do justice to that question. Thank you so much everyone that has participated and celebrated our speaker. You are amazing. We celebrate you as well. Okay, Mama is back. Mama, I said, I was
Sorry,
saying
oh.
that Jemima will probably have a rewatch to get the points that she missed. So you can go ahead with the next question, Ma.
Okay. Seeing someone's question saying, how long can one use the word I while pitching? Sorry, someone is disturbing me. I hope I'm still visible and audible.
Yes, ma.
Okay. Is that the only question left?
For now,
Yes,
that's
ma.
the only question.
That's the only question for now.
Okay, so using the word I, you also have to be very, very careful because from experience, if it is more than 30 to 40% of your sentence, it will be as if you are praising yourself too much, you're talking yourself too Oh Lord.
The
Am I
network
back
is
on
so
now?
bad.
It's so
Yes, ma. We
bad.
can hear you now.
It's so bad. Yes, for the answer, let me just say it quickly. How long can you cannot use I more than 30% of your entire pitch. You cannot use I more than 30% of your entire pitch. If you use I too much, the brain of the person listening to you is going to say, what this does, it's going to look like you're praising yourself. The I should only come when you are introducing yourself. However, when you are speaking to the problem, when you are speaking to the solution, there is no essence of you using I. The only time you can also say I is, and even if I refer to yourself as a business, it's a simple matter of saying, after saying, oh, my name is so and so, I do this, I do that, I help that. However, the problems that my program can solve is a solution for your team. So use you and your and team to make up for those other areas where you would have maybe ordinarily said I, right? So because you have to let them know, like I said, when you are preaching to someone, the first thing that comes to their mind is, what is in it for me? So if you keep saying I, is like you're not facing to solve their problem. So you'll be talking more like the people that I help, like the issues that can be sorted through my program, the issues that can be sorted through my book. Just make sure, try and balance it for it not to be more than 30 to 40%. And which is why your pitch should also not be too long. Because if it's too long, you will find yourself using more of I. It's instinctive, it's natural. It's a mistake even the best salespeople use sometimes. So when you are pitching, you also have to be very systematic in throwing in subtle questions. The product I have, the course I have, is this something you'd be interested in trying out? Can we have a trial session for you and your team? Things like that. So it's not basically, the I should only be prominent when you're introducing yourself and your USP. Once you shift into the part where you're talking about the product and the service, you have to reduce the amount of I. And standard, your pitch should not be more than, worst case scenario, 2 minutes. Then the next you have to approach is like a question and answer session. I did not say be asking your client question up and down, but it's more like, this is what we can do for you. You can even switch it to we. This is what we can do for you. This is what the product can do for you. This is what we have done for this person and that person. Right? So another one is on proof. If you are just starting, what proof do you put out there? Good question. What proof do you put out there? You see, proof adds to your credibility. Is anybody still here with me? Let me be sure that people can still see and hear me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are still here.
Okay. Proof is compulsory. I remember when I started selling with little or no proof, it was so difficult to sell. Nigerians are one of the most distrustful people to sell to because so many people have been scammed. We are living in a scammed era. So many people have been used and dumped. Please advise, if you don't have any proof, quickly, Osiso in my language, that is fast, go and do pro bono. Even if it's your father you want to do pro bono for, even if it's your brother and sister you want to do pro bono for, even if it is your street people. When I mean pro bono, I mean free work. Do free work for 2 to 3 people and use them as your proof. I've had so many virtual assistants that worked for me for free, executive assistants that worked for me for free for a certain period of time, and they used me to get recommendations. They used me as, well, I don't want to use the word use, but you get what I mean, because it was a beneficial relationship. I was their proof. I was their recommendation. I was their referral. They were able to use my profile as feedback to the people they now wanted to make money from. And of course, when people see my profile, they imagine that I paid them plenty money. It's a lie. They did all the work for me free. I don't know if it makes sense. I don't know if the answer was able to sort anything out.
Ma'am.
You
Yes,
need to have proof, some sort of proof. You need it. You can operate without it, but you need to talk too much. You will be wasting so much saliva to explain yourself. You'll be shalaying too much. So it's best you get proof. Pro bono is what I advise. If you have people, maybe you are selling let me just give an example. Zobo drink that helps people to lose weight. Go and find 2 people that need to lose weight and tell them, see, this thing I'm giving you free. If you drink this Zobo, you don't lose weight, God will punish you. I'm giving you this Zobo now for free. For the next 1 week, you must be on a diet so you can lose weight. Snap their picture before and after. Let them stand on the scale before and after and use it as your proof. And they can write reviews for you. So I hope I was able to convince you and not confuse you beyond a reasonable doubt.
Thank you so much, Doctor. You did a very great job for us. Thank you so much. And you've answered the question by creativity, by Coulson. All right. So like Doctor promised us, she said she's going to drop a template of how we can pitch. So we are looking forward to getting that. And then she gave us an assignment too. So we are going to get the template and then submit the video too. Yes, ma'am. We are looking forward to that. Thank you so much. Guys, please, can you just put some emojis in the chat box to appreciate Doctor for this great session? I am so super excited. I learned a lot. I learned so much. I have covered a lot. I wrote so much this short time. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are looking forward to getting the template from you, and then we are going to get started from there. Thank you so much. We are grateful. All right, ma'am. All right, so I'm going to invite Coach Zainab. Coach Zainab, please, are you on the call? Can anyone hear me, please? So I know I'm not just talking to myself.
Yes, can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. So on our next agenda for this, because we are running out of time, so we are just going to be talking about the Creative Book Club briefly. So we've heard testimonials from our members, when we started, how, in fact, one of our members, Umoku, told us how she was. I also shared mine. So this is a very great opportunity if you to join that can sharpen your creativity, that can sharpen your reading abilities. You want someone that will push you, that will encourage you. I really want you to join us. I really want you to hop on this. We have a 25% discounted price, which is going to expire in 24 hours. So I want you to take this opportunity to join us, boost your reading culture. Hello? Okay. I thought someone was saying something to me. So I want you, if you can hear me loud and clear, if you're still on the call with me, if you're still there on the live stream watching us on YouTube, I want you to take this opportunity, join the Creative Book Club. We are having a 25% discounted price, which is going to expire in 24 hours. So I don't want you to dull. I don't want you to start thinking or second guessing. So this is the opportunity that you need to sharpen your reading skills, to be up there, to have that ability, that skill to face the crowd. In this Creative Book Club, we encourage people. We are there to hold your hands. We are there to push you through. So I want you to take this opportunity, grab this opportunity to do the best for yourself. So the next agenda we have now is we are going to be giving a shout out to our outstanding member of the month, outstanding member of the month. So I want to hand over or give the stage to Martha. I don't know if she's on call now. Please, can anyone hear me? Is Coach Zainab around, please?
I am very much around. Yes. Thank you so much, Jemima. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Coach, I'm here. I can hear you. Thank you so much.
All right. So, first and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to Dr. Ish. I was actually speaking. I don't know why my network refused to cooperate. Thank you so much, Mama, for bringing your best. When I said she's fire, right now I believe that you would be convinced that she is indeed fire. She has given us so much insight. I've learned so much more than I
Network is very terrible. Hello, Coach Zainab. Are you still there? Wow. Okay. So while we wait for Coach Zainab, please, if you can still hear us or you're still with us, just send an emoji so we know you're here with us.
The network has been really crazy. If you can hear me, please do let me know. Let me see your comment. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I was saying thank you to Dr. Ish. Thank you for heeding our call. Thank you for coming, and thank you for delivering beyond expectation. You are the real MVPs. We celebrate you. Thank you so much, Mama. All right, so I'll go to the assignment that was given, and that is to give a special shout out to our most outstanding member of the month. And also, we have a celebrant. Our birthday happens to be today. So, permit me to celebrate Tosin Brown Yusuf, who is clocking 30 today. That baby is looking good. Like 30 is looking good on her. Kindly celebrate Tosin Yusuf with me. She's a very, very energetic, intentional human being. And a fire on the book club is something to resonate with. We celebrate you, Tosin. We celebrate your intentionality. We celebrate your new age and pray that this new age will usher in goodness, promotions, success in every ramifications. All right, that being said, let me celebrate the most outstanding member of the month. It's our culture in the Creative Book Club to identify people that have been there, people that are always showing up, people that are extra intentional. For many people, life happens, it's not convenient, yet they show up and they show up intentionally. And that is why this month we are giving a special shout out to the team player of the month. And this person is, in fact, before I mention his name, everybody already knows who he is. He's someone that would make sure that he carries every other member along and ensure that they are doing their task. If they are not, it's going to be in their DM, practically dragging them out, tagging them to tasks, to deadlines to ensure that they deliver. I am celebrating today Emmanuel Adegbolu. Emmanuel, if you are here, I bet your should be a bit higher now. Please celebrate Emmanuel with me. Drop your emojis celebrating Emmanuel. We celebrate you, Emmanuel. So next month, I want to see another person take up the mantle of the most outstanding member of the month. In fact, we can have two people. So let us keep doing what we do best. Remember, have I delivered on my assignment?
Yes, coach. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right.
And I celebrate Emmanuel. I see the zeal, the passion he has for the club. Yes, it's very well deserved. Emmanuel, congratulations, and please keep the fire going, burning. Don't drop, don't relent. I truly honor you. I celebrate you. I love the way you're supporting us, supporting the team, and encouraging us. I see everything you do in the community. Please keep it up. Thank you so much. And before we go, I'm still going to leave the room for our coach to give us a little tip, what we need to know, and what I think we have new persons that have joined us on this call. So please, Mama, just talk to us. What do we need to know? How do they join? And thank you. Your mic is muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
All right. I sincerely want to appreciate our host for today. When you are asked to host an event without prior notice, that is how we roll here. You're always prepared, and you're doing an amazing job. Well done, Jemima. As you celebrated the growth of the club and my own personal growth, the growth of my conviction, I am celebrating your growth as a person, career-wise, personal development-wise, communication-wise. You deserve the accolades. Well done. All right.
Thank you so
For
much.
everyone, every new person on this call tonight, if you're wondering, how do you join the Creative Book Club? It's as simple as ABC, as clicking on a link that is going to be shared right away. It's going to be shared on the comment section. Just click on that link and it's going to take you to the form where you fill
Hello, coach.
I hope I'm still
The
audible.
network. Yeah, we can
Am I
hear you
audible?
now. Yes, we can hear you now.
All right. I was saying that it's a link to a form that you will fill. It is a form because we want intentional people on the club. We want people that are going to be consistent, people that do not need so much holding by the hand. Because on this book club, you are going to read. You will read, and not just read. You will read and understand. You will do voice review of what you have read, and you have other tasks. We have tongue twisters. You have to participate because it helps you speak better. You have to pitch. On pitching days, you have to drop your pitch because we want you to get out there and express yourself, tell people what you do in order for them to be able to buy in. So if you are not intentional, we don't want you as member of the book club. We want intentional people, people that are ready to become great leaders, they're ready to become great speakers. Of course, you can only do that when you're a great reader. So I've dropped the link to join the club on the comment section. You can pick it up, just click on it. It's going to redirect you to the form. Fill the form. You will be added to the group at the end of that form. The moment you submit, it's going to prompt you to join the book club. And once you are in, I bet your normal is going to change. You're going to move from struggling to speak to becoming an expert at speaking. Your communication game is just going to change. Let me not just wrap it, let me not overcap it. The truth is, your communication game is going to change. And if it doesn't, please get back in my DM and ask for your money. In fact, call me out on social media. I'm going to return your money if after being intentional, your communication game does not change. Please, I am here. Drag me. All right. Jemima, do I wrap up?
Yes. Yes. So I really want to take this opportunity to thank Coach Zainab for giving me this stage. It's a stage, and I truly honor you, Ma. Thank you for this push. When I was online in the morning, when I came, I saw my name. Jemima is going to host. I'm like, oh wow, my coach is always so intentional about Jemima. She pushes Jemima, and I just sat back and I was just smiling. And yes, I love it that we have a coach that is very, very zealous and very, very committed, passionate. That's the word. She's very passionate and she's very determined. She sees to it that every member of the creative club is doing something, has a growth story. You do not just come, like she mentioned, you do not just come to the creative book club and just sit down. You're going to be engaged. You're going to be participating in every activity in the club. So if you intend to join us, please have it at the back of your mind that you're going to walk, you're going to participate. You're not just going to sit down. You're not just going to be idle because you are looking for results. We want to see results, like she said. If at the end of the day you join us and then you've not seen anything positive happening to you, you can now drag us online, drag us very well. But we assure you that once you come in and at the back of your mind, you're so intentional, you know what you want, right? We are going to hold your hands. We're going to help you. We're going to push you. We're going to support you to grow. So on this note, I am Jemima Eric, a community manager and also an executive assistant. So if you need my services, I am here. I can deliver for you, and I can also host. My coach has given me this platform, so why not? Thank you so much, Zainab, for this opportunity, and I am so proud to be a member of the Creative Book Club. So this is Jemima Eric. I'm signing out. Have a very beautiful evening. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Everyone for joining. We'll be ending the call. We're ending the call in 1, 2, 3. You can unmute your mic and say your goodbyes if you're on the speaking stage. You can say your goodbyes right now.
Thank you
Bye,
so much, everyone, for joining.
Thank you so much.
So we'll see you again.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.